Hello everyone and welcome to Project Station. So in today's video, we are going to understand two very important React concepts. The children prop and component composition. Now these two concepts are extremely useful when you want to build reusable UI components. And don't worry, we will understand everything step by step with a very practical example. So let's start. Inside our app.jsx, I am going to create a simple card component. Let's add function card with title and description props. We will return a div with class appCard. And h2 here for card's title. Add paragraph tag for card's description. Cool, let's quickly add some CSS for this component. Open app.css, add class appCard, border 1 pixel, light gray, padding 16 pixels, border radius 8 pixels, background white, max width 300 pixels. So when we create app with white, it by default gives us dark theme for the app. So inside index.css for root, change background color to white and text color to dark gray. Cool. Now we can use this card component in our app component. Let's add card here. Title equals to React.js full course. And description is equal to children prop and component composition. So if I save this, let's start the server by npm run dev. Cool, we get a nice card UI with title and description. Everything works. Now let's imagine something realistic. What if tomorrow we want to add more content inside this card? For example, a button or an input field or maybe a small form. So what will we do? We do keep adding more and more props like this? That becomes messy very quickly. And also the card component becomes less flexible. So React gives us much better and cleaner solution. And that solution is the children prop. React provides every component with a special built-in prop called children. Whatever you write inside a component's opening and closing tag becomes its children. Instead of passing props like this, we can actually insert complete UI in the component. Now this content, the heading and the paragraph is placed inside the card component. And React gives access to it in component function using props.children. So the children prop allows us to pass not just text or data, but complete UI inside a component. That is why children prop is very powerful. Now let's implement this in our card component. So now in the card component, instead of fixed title and description, let's add children prop and render it in a div. Earlier, card was designed only for title and description, but now card has become a wrapper component. It doesn't care what content is coming inside it. It will simply display children prop. And here we can render component using opening and closing tag. Let's add h2 React.js full course, and paragraph children prop and component composition. Let's save this. And yes, it worked perfectly. Now the card component is wrapping a complete UI and it doesn't care what content it gets. Now once you clearly understand the children prop, the next concept becomes very natural, and that is component composition. Instead of building one big component that does everything, we break the UI into small focused components and then combine them together. Let's understand this with a proper example. First, let's create a very small component for card title. Function card title with text prop and return h2 with text. This component has only one responsibility, displaying a heading. Now let's create another small component for the card content. I will call it card body and simply return a paragraph with text. So now we have two small components, card title and card body. So inside the card component, instead of h2, we will use card title, then card body with text. This card is built using composition. We will also use the button component we created in the last video with label start learning and variant is equal to primary. Now let's save this and check. Cool, you can see we have built a complete card UI by assembling smaller components together. Let's understand what we just did. Card is acting as a wrapper. Card title, card body and button are reusable components, and all of them are combined using children prop. This is exactly what component composition means. Instead of writing one large complex component, we compose multiple small components together. Now at this point, our card component is reusable, and whenever a component becomes reusable, we should move it to its own file. So inside the src folder, I am going to create a new folder called components. And inside this folder, I will create a new file called card.jsx. Let's move this card code into this file. And just export it. Now export is a JavaScript feature, not a React feature. Every file in JavaScript has its own scope. That means code inside one file is not automatically visible to other files. So when we write export default card, we are clearly saying from this file I want to export the card component so other file can use it. If we don't export it, this card component will stay locked inside card.jsx. Now open the app.jsx. Since card is now in a different file, we need to import it before using it. At the top of the file, import card from components card. Again, this is JavaScript. This line means go to the components folder, get the card component from card.jsx and make it available in this file. Now after importing this, we can use card component in JSX exactly like before. So functionality hasn't changed at all. We have only organized the code better. Now using the same idea, let's move the rest of our reusable components. Add card title.jsx file Move the card title component in it. Cool, export it. Let's do the same thing for card body and button component. Now back in app.jsx, let's import everything we want to use here. Import card title from components card title. Import card body. Import button from components button. Let's save the file and check. Yes, everything still works perfectly. Alright, so let's quickly recap what we covered in this video. Today we learned what the children prop is in React, how the children prop helps us create wrapper components, how component composition works by combining small components together, and how we organize the structure across files using import and export. So that's it for this video. If this helped you understand the children prop and component composition better, please like this video and subscribe to Project Station for more React lessons. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.